Donald Trump has announced that he wants a golden age for the American economy. He has talked about the border as being a great preoccupation for him. We have highlighted that less than 1% of illegal drugs coming into the United States come from Canada. But we're still investing over $1 billion in strengthening our borders.
Sometime later.
Beautiful day, isn't it?
What the hell is this?
This? This is the wall. Sorry, buddy, nobody allowed in.
Can they do that?
Look, we came to speak with your government about the...
Yeah, no, sorry. Everything past here is ours. You can't go past here.
We're Americans. We don't even want to be over there.
Well, it would appear Dad's home and he's taken off his belt already. There's not a lot that you can do. You can hide upstairs. You can hope that he gets distracted. But unfortunately, even a round of golf isn't distracting enough for Donald Trump to be going absolutely nuclear in just his first week. In the last 48 hours, he has completely destroyed Colombia, has sent thousands of migrants back to Mexico, and has so far delivered on every promise. Now, will every executive order that he issued stand up in court? It's unlikely, but I don't know. But he did what he said he was going to do. If he loses in court, well, that's really not his fault, is it? This this is like a trio of Trump just crushing. I will be talking more in depth today over on QuarterCast at 1 Eastern, as well as on Rumble. If you download Rumble and follow the quartering, and if you're a YouTube-only viewer, I understand, but I hope you tune in. Give QuarterCast a follow. Help me get to 100,000 subscribers by my birthday. Both channels are linked in the pinned comment and description below. Now, the government of Colombia said, we don't want these people back. Coincidence. It's odd. I think it's odd that they don't want all these great citizens back. But for whatever reason, they decided that, yeah, we don't want these people back. So Trump says, well, you're going to take them back. And within moments, they crumbled. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez says, to punish Colombia, Trump is about to make every American pay more for coffee. First of all, as a coffee monger myself, coffeebrandcoffee.com, our Colombian roast will not be increasing in price. Also, it shows how little you know about coffee, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, because some of our most popular blends are not beans from Colombia. In fact, Ethiopian coffee is widely regarded as extraordinarily delicious. Colombian is middle of the road. There is good Colombian roasts, but not all beans are from Colombia. We get beans from all over the world. So if he were to apply a 25% tariff to Colombia, we would be just fine because we have diversified. Remember, we pay tariffs, not Colombia. That's actually not true. So when you apply a tariff to something, it means, let's say, a 25% tariff. The originating country has to pay that. Now, the argument they make is, well, they're just going to pass that on to you. That costs on to the American consumer. But it doesn't actually work that way because the American consumer will simply just buy a different product. They will try a different coffee. They will not pay, on average, the 25% increase. So that company is left with just two decisions. One, sell way less, or two, reduce their price. That's how good tariffs work. Now, okay, if it's 100, 200%, maybe it doesn't work out as nicely as that. But of course, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez got ruthlessly ratioed. You say AOC would rather have Colombia gangbangers in the country illegally than to have to pay a little more for coffee. And by the way, within minutes, Colombian President Gustavo Petro is now offering his own presidential plane to help repatriate deportees from the United States. Not only, okay, friends, not only did Colombia say, oh, you can go ahead and bring our great people back, all right? Not only can you bring our great people back because they're so great, you can use our plane. That's not just capitulating. That's getting down on one knee and kissing the ring. These people are going to take their people back. Mexico, famously over the weekend, said, oh, we're going to turn away a plane. Within about 8 minutes, they had changed their mind because President Trump simply said, okay, cool. I thought these are such great law-abiding citizens. I thought you'd want them back. But we're going to go ahead and tear a few into oblivion. And what happened? It was released within moments. Oh, actually, it was just a communication error. You can bring them all back. I mean, this is what real leadership looks like. This is what they can't afford to see. Here's what CNN absolutely freaking out.
This is a very different Donald Trump. He's leading a very different administration, the way he's attacking things, and the American public is very much more in line with him than they were at any point during his entire first term.
Well, I would say, correction, this is not a very different Donald Trump. This is a very different Donald Trump as being viewed by voters in this.
In the way he's going about things with Susan Wiles leading things, I think he is, going at things in a much less disorganized fashion, much more organized.
Take me back in history.
Take you back in history. So it was so interesting to me that Donald Trump's first net approval rating of his second term is higher than his entire first term. And I was interested, has that ever happened? Has the second term net approval rating in the first month?
I don't think so.
Have you ever had a higher rating than any net approval rating during the entire first term?
So.
Donald Trump is the only...
I have a really hard time believing that.
100% true. I went back. I love spreadsheets. Donald Trump's is the first guy ever whose net approval rating in the first month of his second term is higher than any rating that he had as an entire...
Look at her face. She's so mad.
First term, Kate Baldwin. This is true.
She's literally doing the, I'm rejecting your reality and inserting my own. These people literally cannot fathom that the American people are happy with the job Trump's doing. And just moments ago, Trump inked a new executive order banning, trans folks from the from being service members, and all military DEI programs. Also, I want to bring up this just broke, the reinstating. He had talked about it. I want to bring up the news. This is perhaps his best piece. Well, it's probably not his best, but it is a very, very important piece. Trump just reinstated all former military who were banned for not taking the jab, then gave them full back pay. This is thousands of U.S. American patriots. U.S. American seems redundant. American patriots. Trump to reinstate military members dismissed over their refusal of the coup and give them full back pay. Service members dismissed from the military for failing to get the jab will be reinstated with full back pay and benefits under an executive order President Trump just signed today. The move makes good on yet another Trump campaign promise and is something he previewed during his inaugural address. It's part of a series of actions and orders the new administration has taken to undo many Biden policies he considered woke. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth also vowed to reinstate military members dismissed over the jab, saying during his confirmation hearing that to those service members will be apologized to, they will be reinstated, and they will be reinstituted with both pay and rank. Now do the police force. You know why we have so many undertrained police? Is because woke cities that have the most crime have the strongest guidelines around the COOF jab. Pilots, police, all sorts of people quit their jobs as opposed to getting the jab. And Trump should undo that. Let's get good police officers, more good police officers back on the street. Here's a great video that Elon Musk shared of Donald Trump at the LA fires. A hearing for the LA fires, absolutely humiliating the woke LA mayor.
You see that hill behind me? 3 weeks ago, that hill was green. For the last 10 years, you've been told that Donald Trump is an egotistical, wannabe fascist dictator who only cares about himself. I want you to watch this clip from yesterday where Trump came to LA to address the fire response.
We're bringing our city departments together so that people don't get caught in the loop of going from one room to the next. We want them all to be in the same room so that you can get busy rebuilding ASAP. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. And we will clear the lots. Absolutely. In the city.
So essentially LA is not allowing people that live there to go back and start clearing their own lots, get a dumpster, start clearing their own lots, which is basically all they want to do. And what else are you going to do? You got to clear the lot before you can start to rebuild. And LA is busy trying to probably hire, some friend of the administration, a lot of bureaucracy, telling people you're going to have to wait a few more weeks. Just wait to see how Trump interrupts her.
And in the county, we are working together. Both levels of government are working in unity.
18 months.
That's the answer that we got, and that's what we're all hanging on.
Yes.
So if you're telling us now faster, is it 6 months? Is it, all of our lives, rents, all this stuff is weighing on this.
6 months is no good.
Trump just said 6 months is no good. LA told them 18 months. He said 6 months is no good, right to her face.
And the number one thing that we are going to do immediately, and you will see this happen, is to clear out the debris. And we're concerned right now over the weekend because of the potential rain, but we are going to move as fast as we can, but we want you to be safe, and we want you to be back in your homes immediately.
But the people are willing to clean out their own debris. It doesn't cost a lot.
Yes, and they can.
You should let them do it, because by the time you hire contractors, it's going to be 2 years.
If a family...
The people are willing to get a dumpster and do it themselves and clean it out.
And they can.
There's not that much left. It's all incinerated.
That's
right. He's right.
It's just going to take a long time if you do. You can do some of it, but a lot of these people, I know that guy right there that's talking. I know my people. You'll be on that thing tonight, throwing the stuff away, and your site it'll look perfect within 24 hours, and that's what he wants to do. He doesn't want to wait around for 7 months till the city hires some demolition contract that's going to charge him $25,000 to do his lot.
Yeah.
I think you have emergency powers just like I do, and I'm exercising my emergency powers. You have to exercise them also.
I did exercise them.
Because
I did.
You have a very powerful emergency power, and you can do.
Yeah, he's saying, people want to clean up. Why they won't even let them on their own lots.
Do everything within 24 hours.
Yes. And if individuals want to clear out their property, they can.
No, they can't. See, the crowd's yelling at her.
Well, yes, but you know that you will be able to go back soon.
She got caught lying.
Mr. President.
We think within a week.
That's a long time, a week. I'll be honest. To me, everyone's standing in front of their house. They want to go to work, and they're not allowed to do it.
And the most important thing is for people
time.
to be safe.
They're safe. They're safe. You know what? They're not safe. They're not safe now.
Yeah.
They're going to be much safer. A week is actually a long time, the way I look at it. I watched hundreds of people standing in front of their lots, and they're not allowed to go in. It's all burned. It's gone. It's done. Nothing's going to happen to it. It's not going to burn anymore. There's nothing to burn. There's almost nothing to burn. And they want to go in. The people are all over the place. They're standing, and I say, why aren't you going in? We're trying to get a permit. And
Trump, absolutely. This is, again, showing a Colombian President Petro caves to Trump. This is what it looks like when President Trump, who is tough, competent, and not spending his days in bed napping. Trump is the only president in my lifetime who understands negotiating leverage. Colombia is refusing to allow U.S. deportation flights, so Trump immediately imposes 25% tariff. 20% of Colombia's entire GDP comes from exports, of which 27% go to the U.S. Their economy needs us, not the other way around. Is it harsh? Sure, but this is how you get things done. Absolutely. By the way, on top of this, nearly 1,000 arrests in a single day as Trump promises of mass deportations ramp up. We need more. We need 10,000 a day. But first, we need to close that border now. We need 100,000 people minimum deported a month for the next 4 years. So keep it up. Keep doing your job, Trump. Stay on it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. Hope to see you over on our live stream. If you're a YouTube-only viewer, please subscribe to QuarterCast. If you aren't, if you're willing to try Rumble and support free speech, please download the Rumble app, follow the quartering there, and tune in today at 1 Eastern. I'll be live with Hannah Claire and Six Hexenhammer.